mother thought the same, so I went down and started bussing tables, and I was the worst busser you'd ever seen in my life. And I'd come to my brother and said, "Why am I not making any money? Why am I here? What is this?" He said, "You see those guys over there who've been doing this and are actually have 50 years on you? And they're running circles around me." He said, "That's why you're not making money. They're making all the money." So that job didn't work out so well for me. As you can imagine, the boss didn't like me and got rid of me real quick. So it was on to the next job, and that's where I learned a good work ethic, that as much as you want to make, you can at least make a certain amount. Is just bust your butt. So that was a good lesson in life there. From there, I went from different bussing jobs and dishwashing jobs, and finally ran into a chef in Bowling Green, Kentucky, who showed me his ways. He was a cordon bleu chef, trained in France, and ultimately, after working with him for about a year and a half down in Bowling Green, I was head chef at 18. I'm not saying I knew exactly what I was doing, but he was holding my hand through the way, and I learned a heck of a lot from him. He came out with a different menu every day, so I picked up a heck of a lot from there. And at that point in time, when I moved back to Louisville, I just started getting into various management jobs, serving jobs, bartending jobs, and really just enjoyed what I was doing, making some good money. Just to let you know, if you have other folks, younger folks that are getting into the restaurant business, I made more money as a 19, 20-year-old as I do as a 31-year-old owning my own business. I actually lose money sometimes right now. But, you know, maybe someday I'll go back to bartending and actually make some money. We'll get there, though, right, guys? All right, well, he's whisked up our product here that we're going to end up mixing into the bread. And what we want to be careful of is that your natural tendency, when you're putting the bread pudding mix in with the bread, your natural tendency is just to throw it all in there. That's not what you want to do. Every bread's going to be different. Not only are there different kinds of bread, there's different kinds of different variances of how dry the bread is. So what you want to do, you want to just kind of take a little bit, put it in there. Now that I know where Joe's underwear drawer is, I'm going to pop in here. That's an ugly underwear drawer there, Joe. I'm going to mix it around. We're just going to see how it incorporates. That's how we need a little bit more. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to overdo the moisture on this bread. If I end up with a bunch of liquid on the bottom there, ultimately on the bottom is where most of the cinnamon, nutmeg, salt, a lot of those good tasting items that's in there, they're going to end up on the bottom. And I'm going to scoop in that bread into a dish and end up missing all those ingredients. So we don't want to go too far. We want to start getting a good kind of mix that you can see that it's moist, but it's not too moist.